Well, today on Straight Talk, I'm with the team from the Alachua County Facilities Department in Gainesville, Florida. Charlie, did I say it right?
You got it right.
All right. Good to have you three here. Charlie Jackson, Melissa Lemons, and Ray Billingsley. We're here today because you guys have been doing something pretty cool with your facility department. Charlie, why don't you tell us about that?
Well, Jeff, let me open up by thanking, first of all, you for inviting us to be on your Straight Talk show today. And I want to also thank CDC for all the help they provided and recommending that we consult with you. I've asked some of the employees that work and been trained to accompany today, Ray and Melissa and Tanya and Teresa Larkin and TJ Rawson, who runs the operation warehouse. I also like to say special thanks to our facilities manager, Steve Wergo, who worked behind the scenes and getting supplies and material and training staff to do what we do very well, and that is responding to COVID-19 virus. Now, before I go any further, let me just tell you a little bit about our department for a minute, right? Our mission is to basically design, maintain, construct, and build buildings for the county. Now, 2 years ago, our Board of County Commissioners made a decision to bring janitorial services from contracting into in-house services. And because of that, we started doing a lot of unique things in terms of getting personnel trained, getting the right equipment, and all that kind of good stuff. And then all of a sudden, this COVID-19 hit us like other folks around the country and threw us all in a tailspin. Now, dealing with all of the public unrest, the rioting, the protesting, the fires, the tornadoes, and now COVID-19. What's next in America? So we were an organization that believed in, first of all, reaching out to the right people. And in reaching out to the right people, I was introduced to ISSA years ago. We became members of the association in the organization. And through that, I knew to reach out to a credible organization like ISSA and CDC. Now, I want to also share with you that we had to deal with school closures, employees having to take kids home, experiencing pandemic situations in the organization. But again, we've done very well. Now, let me just tell you what really got my attention. An employee come to my office on an open door opportunity, and the employee who had been tasked to go out and clean behind COVID-19 buildings basically told me that she was afraid to go in the building because she felt that she would take a virus home. And because of that, I had to step back and think about this for a minute. And when I stepped back and thought about it, I said, how is it that we expect employees to do things that we are not trained to do? So then I reached out for help. And again, ISSA and CDC, you guys came to our rescue and provided us with the help that we needed. So I want to thank you for that.
Well, we're glad you did. Glad you reached out.
Yes, and let me also share with you a good question. Only with help from the ISA and CDC that we were able to step back and reorganize our entire department. So as opposed to providing regular maintenance, repairs, and renovation and upgrades, we focus on and cleaning with enhanced cleaning. We also went through things with employees. We established a whole new line of standard operating procedures, policies, and procedures geared towards combating this COVID. And I feel comfortable that staff really is good at it now. The other thing I want to share with you that through getting the training, we realized that that wasn't just a personnel issue. We had to also go in and revitalize our budget to provide money so we can buy all of those critical things needed to protect the staff out in the field. So I'm gonna also share with you that we had very difficult times getting in and breaking into the supply chain. And with help from your organization and CDC, we were able to start a pipeline of getting critical supplies into Alachua County. And we want to thank you for that.
So, Melissa and Ray, what have you folks experienced when it comes to dealing with this pandemic and your work in your facility? Ray, let's start with you. Things are different now, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess everybody, everything is wiped down constantly, especially like at the courthouse because they're in and out cloud. I guess everybody just want everything wiped down, extra clean.
Extra clean. You have come. I've heard a phrase recently. You've come off the bench as a cleaning industry. You know, we are now seen differently.
Yeah,
as important people in the world. Melissa, you took the GBAC fundamentals course. What was that like?
Well, it helped me to understand, you know, what I need to clean and how to keep it sanitized so myself, the public, the people in my building are safe, and how to wipe down every day and keep it wiped down the high traffic areas. Because as a parent bringing home, I didn't want to bring anything home to my high risk husband and my child. So it helped me understand that also. You know, I don't want anybody to be potential harm. So by me cleaning and keeping the building in the high traffic areas done, it helps me and it helps the people in my building.
Well, good work, both of you. Charlie, I have a question for you.
Sure.
It's about when you reached out to the CDC. I mean, people that reach out to like the CDC don't get a response usually. They find organizations that big to be cumbersome. Tell us how you did that.
Well, I actually had some help from your office, and your organization gave me a contact person, and I think I worked over Friday afternoon and made phone calls and left messages, and on Saturday late afternoon, I got this much needed phone call from a doctor that worked at CDC who was referred to me by your office. And because of that, we then began to collaborate our efforts between ISSA, CDC, and the Alachua County organization.
So the CDC recommended the GBAC course. How long did it take you folks to get through that?
Well, let me first say that generally, I don't ask staff to do things that I'm not willing to do. You know, I'm willing to take the tie off and the coat off and get a bucket and mop if I need to, right? So I took the course first, and I tell you, when I got into the course and began reading and completing the varying quizzes and through the modules, right? I said, wow, I'm now a better educated, and I understand how we should write processes and procedures for staff to engage in the day-to-day operations. So I enjoyed it first, and then because I reached back through your office, and they made me aware of a scholarship program. And this scholarship program is a Kimberly Clark scholarship program where we first requested, I believe it was for 5 positions, and wrote up not a dissertation, but a justification, reasonable justification. And we were awarded the 5 employee scholarship through that program. And after that, I felt that because of the knowledge come from it, we added an additional 10 employees to it. So we now have 19 certified custodial staff and managers, combination of 2 that are certified. My goal is to ensure that we certify the entire department. Hopefully the country will get back to normal one day, but government, we've got to provide services to citizens, right? We got to conduct an election. We got to operate the criminal and the civil courthouses, right? We got to do all those things that are required by the government. So we're moving forward now with bringing back some of the staff to work. 2 county board of county commissioners are starting to reconvene meetings next month, the month of November. And when that happens, we've got staff already trained up, that's trained and certified to clean up behind every meeting, right? They're going to schedule meetings so to give us time to get in and clean it up. Likewise, we are also servicing and providing enhanced cleaning in the criminal and the civil courthouse, so that from a judge's standpoint, for every witness that comes into the courthouse, we've got our staff coming behind them, cleaning and disinfecting, so that the buildings are safe and that we restore confidence in the citizens that they can come back and feel good about doing business in county buildings and not have to worry about the virus.
Well, great job with that. And one day we'll meet again at a trade show and we'll share more stories.
I look forward to seeing you.
All right. Thank you all.